Alright guys, now we're gonna break off here, not break off, but I showed you my weapons of choice here. I got the USB 64 gigabyte. I also have the SD 64 gigabyte. So at this point, and then I also told you I got the USB hub here. There's only 2.0 USB ports on the T95Z, so those USB hubs are pretty cheap. Even for the 3.0, they're pretty cheap, but we only need 2.0 for the T95. So I'm gonna hook up my storage. I'm gonna adapt this for internal storage. So let's go to the settings here now. Unplug this. I'm gonna go down here to storage to show you. Internal storage, 32 gigabytes. That's the version I got. So after the system takes up all of its whatever it needs, you're left with 25 gigabytes, which is that's quite a bit right there. But by the time I'm done with this box, it's I don't want to have to worry about storage. So what we're gonna do here, I'm back out of this. I just wanted to show you that's what your storage looks like. Alright, so now I'm just gonna plug in on the T95. It's got 2 USB ports. I got my hub hooked up to this side next to the Ethernet. There's my hub. It's got 4 ports there. And now I'm plugging in my Ethernet, or my USB. Plugged it in. So now it says USB drive connected. Set up as removable storage, and that's like if you just want to drag and drop things or move things like ES File Explorer, move it to the removable storage and use it on other devices, or take it out or whatever. Or set up as device storage, to where everything that you download and everything is going to go to that instead of taken away from the 32 gigabytes. So that's totally up to you. I like to use it for internal storage, so device storage. So I'm going to put set up as device storage. I don't know why that's not set up as device storage. Alright, now it's going to say format as device storage. This requires the USB drive to be formatted to make it secure. After securely formatting, this drive will only work with this device. Formatting erases all data currently stored on the drive. To avoid losing the data, consider backing it up. Whatever. Cancel or format. I'm going to format. Formatting USB drive. This may take a moment. Please don't remove the drive. You do the same thing with the SD card. You slide the SD card right next to that USB slot. See that blue light there? That's where your SD card will slide in, and it'll be the same thing. Alright, now it's done formatting. Move data to SanDisk USB drive. That's what I put in there. Move your photos, files, and app data to SanDisk USB drive. This may take a few minutes. Some apps won't work correctly during the move. Move now or move later. You want to move it now, because that's going to tell your device this is where your internal storage is going to go now. So anytime that you download anything, it'll make the decision. There's a few things that I'll put into internal storage, but most of your downloads will go here now. So just put move now. Moving data to SanDisk USB drive. This may take a moment. Please don't remove the drive. It was that easy. Now it migrated, because I didn't have nothing on here. If you would have had a bunch of apps or photos or anything, then it would have took a while to migrate all that stuff over to your USB or your SD card. All right, so now let's go into settings. We're gonna look at our storage. Even though that's a 64 gigabyte, it's only registering 58 gigabytes. So now it's still probably going to be the same. It did take away a few megabytes off of the apps, but I still have 25 available gigabytes there on the internal storage. And now see the downloads already, it's got something in there. And we're available. So now we got what? 90 gigabyte storage on this puppy now. And if I wanted, I could add that SD card as removable storage, but I think 90 is going to be good enough for me. Last time I built this box, I had 10 builds, 11 forks. A couple of the builds was over a gigabyte. I had 47 APKs and I only used 20 gigabytes. And then I also had 3 separate launchers going at the same time, just switching back and forth. So anyway, that's how you add your storage. I like to put it as internal storage, so anytime I download anything, it's going to go there. And then anytime I want to use my box, I'm going to have that plugged in. So like I said, either get a USB hub to where you don't have to worry about the ports, or you can use the SD card. I'm just a big fan of the USB. So anyway, that's how you do that. Like and subscribe. Peace out. Happy streaming.